This segment brought to you by Kansas Corn. Learn more at kscorn.com.
Hi, this is Russ Brown from ARB. We're here at Equifest 2016, and one of the hot topics that has been asked of me is saddle fit. Saddle fit is a burning question in a lot of people's mind, and it's definitely been one of the forefront topics here at Equifest. So I thought I'd take a moment, visit a little bit about saddle fit, why saddle fit's important, and what you need to look for. There's some real quick, easy tips, at least to get you on the right track, to see if you're in the right place, headed the right path, to make sure you're getting the best experience for you and your horse. So just to give you some quick idea, people talk about gullet width. So gullet width in your saddle is going to be this point, basically from screw to screw right here in the front of this saddle. True gullet width is measured before any leather is put on your saddle. So it's hard to take a tape measure and just stick it in here like so and know what your true gullet width is. So you can get a good idea, but you really need to know from the manufacturer the true gullet width before any leather is put on your saddle tree. So where the measurement is from is when your swells come around and meet your bars, that exact point from there to there with no material will be your true gullet width. And if you've heard people talk about bar spread is very important also. So you got to think about your gullet width, and we're talking about bar spread. Your bar spread is going to be at the bottom of your bars. So in this particular saddle, I know because it is one of ours, so I know what the measurements are. It's a 7-inch gullet, has a 13-inch bar spread. So when we talk about gullet versus bar spread, what we're looking for is symmetry to our horse's shoulders. We want the angle of our bar to match the angle of our horse's shoulder. Everybody gets concerned about nothing but gullet width, and gullet width is very important, don't get me wrong, but gullet width is not going to help you to go wider or narrower in your gullet if your bar angles are off and the lower part of your bars are not symmetrical to your horse's shoulder. So what you need to be looking for when you set your saddle on your horse is symmetry between the angle of your horse's shoulder and the angle of your bar. A bar that's too wide at the bottom is going to create hot spots and pressure high. A bar that's too narrow at the bottom is going to create your harder pressure low. So symmetry, it's all about symmetry. So another quick thing you can do, set your saddle on your horse's back, no pad, put some pressure on this horn, and if the back of your saddle pops up bad with just some pressure on the horn, one of two things is happening. You're either too wide on the bar spread at the bottom, it's making your saddle pop up, because your saddle is looking for horse, it's looking for something to touch. So if that's happening, pretty good chance your bar spread's wide, or the rock in your bars is too severe and it's teeter tottering on his back. So what that's going to mean is in the middle of this saddle in here, we've got too much curve. And so it's sitting on his back like a rocking chair and it's going to rock. So just some quick tips there to look at. Other things you want to look for, if you've got enough height in you, you can look down through the gullet on their back, kind of look left and right along their spine, look for air channels, look for daylight. If you can see daylight, then what's happening is we're bridging. You've probably all heard that term, bridging. That means we're sitting on the front and we're sitting on the back, but the center of our saddle is bridging across their back. So what's that going to do? It's going to make excessive pressure in the front and the back. We're going to create hot spots either on their shoulders or back on their loins, one or the other. Again, that rear pressure too much can be just as much of a problem as being too tight in the shoulder, because it's going to inhibit rear movement, it's going to inhibit their hips. It's going to cause, you're going to hear a lot of people talk about a horse having a rib out, things like that. That lot of excessive pressure in the back is going to cause them ribs to want to go out because they're pushing at weird pressures. So anyhow, some quick tips to look for. It's not rocket science, it's geometry and symmetry is what it is. So I guess that's kind of all I got for you for the moment. So do that. Set your saddle on, take a quick look. You have any questions, give us a call out at ARB. We'd be glad to help you out. And you can bring your horse out if you need. We'll do a saddle fit, no charge. And we'll go from there. Thanks. It was nice talking to you.
Grain sorghum is one of the most important cereal crops worldwide, and Kansas leads the nation in its production. Over the years, sorghum has been either exported, used in animal feed domestically, or for other industrial uses. Recently, its use in the ethanol market has seen tremendous growth, with 30% of domestic sorghum typically going to ethanol production. Kansas Grain Sorghum is committed to sorghum research, market development, and education. Learn more at ksgrainsorghum.org.